Today is the day. We're off to the Premier League and nobody can stop us. Today is the day. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? I am giddy. I am excited. I just want to get into it. We spent £13 million on Ed Webb yesterday. What a time to be alive. J-Tiz, thank you for 3 months. We're doing a YouTube intro and we're just getting straight into it because I'm giddy with excitement. Oh, boys and girls, today is the day that Leamington FC make it to the Premier League. Unless something goes wrong. Nothing is going to go wrong. Premier League, here we come. We've just done a £20 million January transfer window. If we don't go to the Premier League, that could be a problem. And there we have it, boys and girls. YouTube intro done. And we are ready to go. If you missed yesterday's stream, I mean, forget what happened on the pitch. What happened off the pitch is the most exciting thing. We signed a new left-back because we needed one. Welcome, Luca Verrecchia, who's a pretty decent established left-back. We managed to sell Odin for more than we paid him for. This is the steal of the century. This is the biggest steal in history. He's actually gone there as backup keeper to take a pay cut, which I find really interesting. He was obviously as miserable at Leamington as we were having him. He's now gone to live by the seaside. So I hope he's having a lovely old time down there. But the biggest news is the 2 signings in advance for this summer. Ed Webb, who at 20 years old has been tearing up the championship for the last year and a half for us. What's that? 40 goals in a year and a half as a 20-year-old English striker in the championship. He's joining us. £13.25 million goes through in July. And Chris Sparks, also 20, also English, has been with us for a year, averaged a 7.43 this season, largely playing out of position at left-back. I mean, left-back might end up being his role. He is officially a centre-back. We'll give him time to play in both. He joins us permanently in the summer for £2.5 million. That is 2 incredible pieces of business. It does mean we've not been able to strengthen massively in the January window. There is still a week to go. But money-wise, we're just about spent up on the shiny new toys. But, I mean, I would take bringing those boys in permanently. Whatever league we're in, the fact that those 2 boys are here permanently is huge. Top that off with, look at the form we were in yesterday's stream. We've got an FA Cup 3rd round replay against Premier League Crystal Palace coming up first. And then we're just pushing for promotion. We're 2 points behind Brighton in the automatic promotion spots. Brighton, weirdly, the team that we're signing Ed Webb from. I don't know why they haven't recalled him. I feel like he could probably... by recalling Ed Webb, they would simultaneously improve their attack with the 2nd best striker in the division, whilst also massively weakening their closest rivals for automatic promotion. It seems like a no-brainer, but thankfully, the in-game AI is Bobbins, and long may it continue. But yeah, that's where we are, and today's goal is all about getting promoted. We don't care about a cup run this time. It was fun having that cup run through to the FA Cup semi-final the other year. It was lovely, but we're not really into any of that this time, and I don't care. I don't care how we got against Crystal Palace. All I care about, we want the Premier League. We need the Premier League, because when that big pile of cash leaves our bank balance in the summer for those 2 players we've just talked about, it's all well and good. It's all fun sat here in January going, they're going to be permanent players. Lovely, lovely, lovely. But in the summer, we actually have to pay the bill for them. And if we're still a championship team, only just moving into our tiny new ground, then that could be a big problem. So fingers crossed, we'll be a Premier League team. I haven't actually checked recently how big our new ground is going to be. It's just as I'm saying this, I wonder how small our new... See, the new ground we're moving into is only a 13,000 capacity. It's going to be the smallest ground in the Premier League, if we even get to the Premier League. No Leamington shirt on view. I mean, it's all the way over there. It's fine. We can live without it. We don't need it out today. I'll get it out if we get promoted. No more Leamington shirt until we hit the Premier League. Perhaps that's the new rule. I like having my pin collection on display. My ever-growing pin collection. Right, this guy we don't really want. So we don't need to worry about him. He came up in the recruitment meeting we just did. I'm not that impressed. How are we all anyway? Are we all good? Another stream. What sorcery is this? Told you I'm streaming every day this week that I'm at home. I'll be streaming Leamington again tomorrow, so we should have a Premier League transfer window coming up tomorrow, or the playoffs, or both. And then Thursday we've got the network game. We're getting some streams done because I've got another week off coming up. So when I'm actually at home, I need to get the streams in. Got to keep my hours up. Although I actually don't think I need to worry about the hours too much now. I think that thing Twitch did when they first started stiffing us for subs like a year ago, and you had to meet a certain number of hours to guarantee your previous money. I think that's finished now anyway, so I actually don't need to worry about my hours anymore. But I enjoy streaming, so I am going to worry about my hours. Right, let's go and win a football match. Off work sick, lying in bed because I'm a pathetic man with a cold. I mean, we've all been there. We've definitely all been there. How are things? Things are good, thank you. Things are good. Things will be even better if we beat Crystal Palace. I'm officially not that bothered, but at the same time, it would be fun, wouldn't it? It would be fun to knock a Premier League team out. They're a team in the Premier League relegation zone as well, so it would be a nice little, oh, look, we are actually quite good thing. What I do need to do, I think, at some point, is stop playing Ed Webb in midfield. We've spent £13 million on the best striker in the Championship, and ever since the signing has been confirmed, we've been playing him in midfield because we've got a midfielder shortage. That's lovely work from Spark, so charging out of defence, giving it to Webb, who is just hovering around in midfield, doing midfield things, because we've got loads of strikers. We absolutely didn't need another striker, but Ed Webb has just been too good. But now he's too good in midfield. He's going to be one of those. He'll always play. He's going to be another Theodros. He'll be here forever, and he'll never actually have a nailed down position in the team because he can play in too many positions. It's too convenient to be able to move him around. Right, we'll have one of our big boys nod this in at the near post, please. Oh, sorry, far post. We're being exotic. We're doing a far post corner as well. Great interview with the Scouting Centre hosted by Mr. Diz TV. I mean, that's a very formal way to say it, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I always enjoy having a chat with Diz. He got to 1,000 subscribers on YouTube last night as well. All thanks to me. I assume I'm going to start getting paid for my appearances over there now that he can monetize his channel. But, oh, that's a lovely finish from Kadrich. The way he's opened his body up there, this man's 6'8". Lovely, lovely. I mean, he looked like Thierry Henry. Let's just have a little look at that from the other angle. This is lovely stuff from the big boy. Look how much bigger he is than those centre-backs. But then just that little, oh, it's a lovely finish. Ooh. Oh. A lot of you are sick at the moment. Don't make me sick, folks. I'm at Comic-Con on Friday. I've been looking forward to this for 3 years. If you lot make me sick, there's another one of you with the Rona. Someone else has got a stomach bug. I hope you're all not breathing into your devices. I could really do without this. I'm planning on being sick next week with whatever I catch in London. I haven't got time to be sick this week as well. Yeah, Kieran Hodgkinson from home is another good example of the player who can play in so many roles that he never really has one. I always have to have one of those. James Burgess from years ago is another one. We always have to have at least one who can just play everywhere, and he's not the first choice anywhere. I put my mask on my device to be safe. Thank you. If anyone else is feeling a little bit rough, if you could like put your phone in a little carrier bag or something, clear plastic bag, whatever you can do to just keep the germs away from me. I don't need them. I'm very much looking forward to this weekend. Ooh, Comic-Con. Ooh, I hope they've got some foam fingers left on the Elizabeth line. If you follow me on Twitter, you know what I'm talking about. Get to ride the Elizabeth line. Get to go to Fortnum and Mason to buy some jam. Get to go to Comic-Con. Suppose I should do my panel while I'm there as well. That's a red card, surely. Why is Gelhart all the way back there, tracking back our attacking midfielder? Could be the monkeypox. Oh, I don't even want to know about that. I saw something about that on Twitter last night. I officially don't want to know. With TwitchCon on the horizon, I don't want to hear about travel issues and all that kind of stuff. I'm planning on going to Amsterdam in, 7 weeks' time now for TwitchCon? Please don't mess that up, world. You've messed up enough of my travel plans in the recent past. That's lovely from Merthyr. I think he's offside. I don't even leave my house, so you're all good from me. I don't have anything. We're a vulnerable household. Fair enough. Very wise, then. Who doesn't want a purple finger? Exactly. Right, here's the new boy, Veraccia. Oh, look at this lovely football. Penalty. Come on, referee. We're off to the 4th round. Penalty, please. Does anyone else see the shaded box on screen? What shaded box? I'm not seeing a shaded box. Dreco, thank you for 14 months. Oh, well, that's not what was supposed to happen. That's the kind of thing that turns games around. Have I gotten a haircut? I have cut my hair, if that's what you mean. Kevs don't go and get haircuts. Kevs cut their own hair. No one else is good enough at cutting hair to be trusted with my hair. I have to do it myself. Whenever I go to the barbers, they do it wrong. I don't know how to describe this haircut to the barbers. Those of you who regularly go to barbers, if you can tell me how to describe this, I would quite like to be able to just go to a place where they cut your hair for you and then clean up afterwards. I'd love that. I'd pay a tenner for that. But whenever I do, they just can't get it right. They have this habit of the bit on the side, they kind of shave. Also, number 1 on the back and sides, and they'll shave it to like there. And then it'll just be a line, like a little wedge line all around there. And then there'll be hair here. And I'm like, no, that's not what I asked for. When I say the back and sides, I mean, if it's the side or the back of the head, I want a number 1 there, please. Barbers just don't get it. I guess this isn't an acceptable haircut. This obviously isn't how the cool kids have it done. High fade disconnected. Interesting. Very technical. But might get the job done. Because like I say, the convenience of a barber, it seems like a cracking idea. I don't know why it hasn't caught on. Just being able to go somewhere and get your hair cut. Marvellous. Right, I'm not actually going to bring Walsh on. I'm going to bring Dector on and put Ed Webb up front. The novelty that is. Shuffle the midfield around a little bit. Get Webby up there. Ask for a high fade. I always ask for a grade 1 undercut. See, that's the thing. I don't want an undercut because the hair on the top isn't long enough for it to be an undercut. But yeah, Anna would very much be on board with me going somewhere else to get my hair cut rather than covering our bathroom with... Well, I'm not actually allowed to use our bathroom now. I have to use Amy's bathroom. Covering Amy's bathroom with hair every time I cut it. It's, yeah, it doesn't go down very well. What a goal from Jarvis. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Can you use the pre-game editor and download Facebook? What, on the Steam Deck? Yeah, it's a PC. Anything you can do on the PC, you can do on the Steam Deck. So yeah, you can do all that. But if you've seen my video, it runs like a turd, so don't. But you can. Get me started on my hair prices. The sad point of salons over barbers. See, that's the thing. If I go into just a normal barber, like just an old guy with one of those red and white poles outside the front of his shop, so proper barber, like cheap. If I just go there, are they going to understand if I say, can I have a high fade disconnected? He's just going to look at me like, what do you mean? Do you want a haircut? Yeah, but not the rubbish one you give me. Take photos with me. Probably should take a photo of myself. Hold on, let's do the shot I can take with me next time I want it cutting. Hey, barber man, I want it like this. There you go, loads of shots. Beautiful. Oh, we're a good team. Where's the pout? I'm a YouTuber. I don't pout. I open my mouth wide. I'm always in thumbnail mode. I have a 3K gaming PC anyway. I don't really use handheld devices, so I pass on the Steam Deck. I mean, very wise. I also have a 3K gaming PC, but don't game on it. I only use it for playing Football Manager, and I don't even use it for editing. I use my Mac for editing. I literally I've got a very expensive PC that I just use to do this on. And then all my gaming pretty much is done handheld. My PS5, my Xbox, they just kind of sit there, not really doing anything. And all my gaming is done on my Switch and now on the Steam Deck as well. I'm trying to ignore what's happening on the pitch because usually when I'm ignoring it, it goes better. Come on, Webby, show us why you're worth 30 minutes. Oh, what a ball. Lemoyne is in, surely for the winner. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh dear, that's not good. Referee, offside. That just seemed to come out of nowhere. That's got to be disallowed, surely. Good. Yeah, missed penalties do this to football matches. We've all been there. We know what happens when you miss a penalty. They were all offside there. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. They looked like a Premier League team there. Oh dear. I think that one's probably getting given as well. Oh, it's been disallowed as well. Maybe we will sneak a winner. I mean, they were so offside there. Right. If it goes to extra time, we'll swap Merthyr and Webb over. Is there a big... Oh, I was just hoping there was a big attendance here. There's not. So it's not even good. We're not even getting a decent payday from this. Oh, is this going to be last kick of the game, them scoring the winner? Offside, surely. Surely. That one was more offside than the other two. The Palace fans are furious at the moment. They are absolutely fuming. They don't understand what's going on. I would suggest try staying offside, you numbskulls. Look how far off you are again. Right, I think we get to make another change here. The question is, what do we change? I feel like the experience of Joe Steer at the back is probably going to be helpful. And we'll swap those two over. Right, there you go. We've regrouped. We're encouraging. Now let's go and win this thing. Surely 3 disallowed goals for offside balances out a penalty miss when it comes to things that upset football players. Oh, dear. He might be offside again here, you know. Doesn't matter. Cummings got it covered. We'll take penalties at this point, please and thank you. Although I have noticed on FM recently that pretty much throughout FM22, I don't remember winning a penalty shootout as the smaller team at any point in FM22. If anyone remembers that happening, let me know. But it seems very much it's moved away from being a coin flip more towards biggest reputation team wins. Which would obviously be Palace winning the shootout if it got that far. When does the switch in reputation happen in FM when you get promoted? When you get the, you get the leaderboard screen that comes up. When that happens, that's when the season officially ticks over. So then, oh no, Steer has come on and then missed his. Oh, go hard, this is it. What a loser. Oh, that was the opportunity for Palace, surely. Oh, what a miss that was. Come on, boys. Drag yourselves forward. Grab a winner. Oh. Well, penalties then. Penalties. What a team talk that was before a penalty shootout, by the way. Good luck. Good luck. You're going to need it. That's how you inspire a team before a penalty. Can you imagine a manager saying that in real life? Good luck, lads. You're going to need it. You're proper rubbish at penalties. Oh, what an inspirational leader I am. Right. Come on, Cumming. I beat PSG in the Champions League final on penalties with Lancaster. Does that count? I mean, it depends how long you'd been Lancaster manager for and what their reputation was like. They might not have been much lower than PSG by the time you got them to a Champions League final. We're definitely lower than Palace here because we're Championship, they're Premier League. Come on, boys. Watch Edweb miss the 5th penalty after spending all that money on him. He missed one in normal time and scores now. And look at him celebrate. That was like Stuart Pearce at Euro 96. He immediately made up for his previous miss. Come on, Cumming. Oh, Cumming makes the save. Oh, it's on. The new boy, Verrecchia. Come on. He's got a headband. He must be good. Come on. Come on. Now we just need Cumming to do his thing. Oh, it's Ballymumba, former Peterborough United reserve. Oh, I thought Cumming had that. And now it is all on Edweb. It's like it's set up. The game is just going to send me the message here. Shouldn't have spent all that money on him, Kev. What a waste of money he was, Kev. Come on, Webby. Come on. I mean, I'd like to think it's not scripted, but I called that after the 2nd penalty. Ah! And now we get knocked out by the bigger team on a penalty shootout. Fabio Guzman's been our player of the season so far. Are they going to let him head this? It's almost as if I've played this game before, isn't it? Oh, God. Playing a Football Manager. Oh, to be young and naive again and not know it. It hurts more when you know it's coming. Oh, dearie me. Well, at least we've got the cup out of the way now so we can focus on the league. Although, obviously, everyone's going to be shattered for this Wimbledon game, so we should probably send everyone on give them all a day off. We don't need a goalkeeper. We've got loads of them. Unless you find me a really good one who might end up in the first team, I'm not interested. Focus on automatic promotion now. Exactly. No, the game's just setting us up for the ultimate redemption story. We're going to go out to the Premier League through the playoffs. on a penalty shootout. It's getting it all set up, so it's a beautiful story for us. It knows how long it's been since I've won a playoff. This is video. I did laugh when you said 2-2 and the bus tooted. I mean, it was perfect timing. How rare is it that I'm recording? I mean, those of you who watch the streams regularly know that that means that was Andy getting home from school. That's how rare it is for me to be recording a video at like 3:30 in the afternoon. But it worked perfectly for the video. Right, as long as we beat Wimbledon here, get straight back to winning ways, no harm done in the FA Cup. It is a shame to have been knocked out so early. Right. That all seems acceptable to me. Keep an eye on Brooksy and Veraccia. Otherwise, crack on, boys. Tutu is the thing that people wear at the ballet, yes. My favourite thing about the new strike partnership for tour, someone put in the comments, I think it was yesterday, that our new strike partnership sounds like a character from LOLLUJO. Her Tutu. Or Hair Tutu, I guess. How much did Webb cost? £13.25 million. We haven't had to pay it yet. We need to get to the Premier League before we have to pay it. I think that's not bad value for the guy who's been top scorer in the Championship 2 years in a row, is English and is still only 20. But for Leamington, it's an extraordinary amount of money. For context, the new stadium's costing 16 million. So he's cost us, or will cost us, almost as much as the stadium. Which is bonkers. Oh, we've let him run past us there. Good job, Weaver's quick. I need to affirm. How do I find setting opposition instructions affects a match? I never do it. I just leave it to my assistant manager. It's one of those things I've never bothered doing because I don't see that it makes much of a difference. That being said, I let the assistant manager do it because I guess it does have an impact. I just can't be bothered to figure out the impact and learn it myself. There's Webby. There's Webby. Oh, has it been disallowed? What for? All the offsides today? What's going on? I mean, he's not, Webby's not offside. You can't give that offside. How is Kadrich interfering with play there? Ah. Furious. Oh, hold on. Important text message I should probably read. I'll read it to you. Hi, Kevin. It's Sky. Meet Sky Glass, the only TV with Sky inside. No dish, no box, no fuss. Available now. So I just reply, I've already got the dish, the box, and the fuss. And a TV. Why are you texting me? Leave me alone. Are you going to come and take the dish down? Are you going to pay me to buy the dish back off me? I don't understand. Why would I want that, Sky? I already have all the other things. You already sold them to me. Kadrich is trying to score a free kick today, and it's not going very well for him. I cannot get the league table back on there because highlights keep appearing. Oh, Webby's given the ball away there. Jarvis is great, though. Come on, boys. It feels like there should be a goal in the offing. Veraccia on the left. Whip that cross in. We've got the big boys in the middle. Get it on the head of the big boys. I mean, Brooksy's not a big boy, but that is a penalty. We'll take a penalty. Sparks. I mean, the game's just going to have all my new expensive signings miss penalties. Not Sparksy. Sparksy. Christopher Sparks. Good work. Will I be able to use such a small stadium in the Premier League? Good question, not sure. Bournemouth suggest probably yes. I'm not sure what the minimum is. I'd like to think it's got some expansion capacity. But both Bournemouth and Blackpool in recent history have played in the Premier League with tiny grounds. So it must be possible. I guess you get a little stay of execution thing like you do in the Championship. 12,500, yeah, so we just about meet the minimum requirements. Right, we've got a lot of tired defenders. Let's take them off. Or some of them off. Might even play Roberts at the base of the midfield. Where's Godwin at the moment? Oh, he's off at the African Nations Cup, isn't he? Let's get the new boy on. We could use not Godwin at the moment. Hopefully he's having a terrible tournament and won't end up getting sold at the end of it. Don't you get 3 years to upgrade your ground? Yeah, it's something like that. That's why Posh have got to do the safe standing rail seating thing behind in our terraced end now, because we've now had our 3 seasons in the Championship with a terrace. Over the course of like 11 years, and we're not in the Championship next year, but we're doing the work anyway on the assumption we're going to go back up. So we have now finally closed our terracing. Very sad. Yeah, it's 3 years that you get, I think. Derby bottling it there. Brighton have gone up level on points. That means we're only 2 points off the top of the league. Ooh, we're going up as bleeping champions, boys and girls. That's what I'm talking about. West Brom on deadline day next. Would have been interesting to see Luton's ground in the Prem. I can't believe that's allowed in the Football League, never mind the Premier League. It looks like it's made out of Lego. It's just kind of random. It looks like someone's brought a bag of old stadium parts on eBay, just random old parts of other stadiums, and kind of randomly mashed them together. That's Luton's ground. And then smushed it in between a bunch of people's back gardens and side alleys. Weirdest ground ever. Luton are moving soon. I think they are. I guess if Luton had come up to the Premier League, maybe they'd have had to have played in Milton Keynes for a year or something while their new ground gets sorted. Can't imagine they'd allow Luton's ground in the Premier League. But it would be nice to see some Premier League football in Milton Keynes. It's the only way it'll happen. Or Watford, I guess they could have gone and done a ground share up for a year or two. Right. 2 local derbies. And a deadline day. What a busy time. No rest for the wicked, is there, in the Championship? Goodness me. Goodness me. Right, busy deadline day. Jude Soonsup Bell. I mean, we don't need him. He's 31 years old and we've just spent loads of money on a striker. We certainly don't need one who doesn't know how to score goals. Burnley have been interested with Jarvis. Never going to happen. This is mad. That there's players in this division going for this kind of money. We don't want any of these old men. I mean, if he's 30, he's got a very good moisturiser. We have looked at this guy a couple of times. Ah, where's he gone? As a potential goalkeeping option. Hmm. 700k, I might just bring him in. And then if someone wants to give us 1.2 million for him, that would be smashing. And likewise, Dempster can leave. We will take part. We've got business to do. Because we also want to get rid of Emmett Walsh. And I think there was another one, wasn't there? That we want. Trey Holness we want rid of. That'll probably do. I think you're allowed one season in the stadium if you know that you're moving grounds, like Sunderland back in the 90s. Okay. That would make sense. Right, let's get our new backup goalkeeper in. He's not having that. And let's hope we can sell some players too. Balance the books a little bit on what's been a very expensive January. Right. Registration. Fine. Nobody wants any of these players, which is very sad. And now Fiorentina. I mean, if you're this guy, do you go to Fiorentina or Leamington? I know where I go. Be interesting to see if he agrees with me. Don't want to do any of the media stuff. Is there a horse in Fiorentina? Very, very good question. Well, there wasn't much of a horse in Leamington when we went there, so maybe you'd have a better chance of seeing a horse in Fiorentina, or I guess in Florence. Oh, what a shock. He went to Fiorentina. Well, guess that was always quite likely. What have we got here? Made an offer for a 20-year-old with 5-star potential. I'll make another offer. I'm on board with this. Do another offer. Let's try again. Yes, we'll buy him for that. But he might not actually have that potential, but just on the off case. Sunderland have accepted the offer. Who's doing the contract? Leamington have made an offer. We haven't. Who's doing that negotiation? What have I done here? I mean, nobody else should be negotiating anything. I don't know what's gone on there. Did we get left back in? We got left. Yeah, we got left back in yesterday. A fancy Italian one. Now we're trying to sign a fancy 5-star potential youngster. Director of football doing it for the under-18s. I don't think he is, though. Hold on. Transfers and contracts. He initiates signings, but I should be negotiating them. Weird. I mean, as long as they're not offering him crazy money, I guess it's fine. What's my skin? Does someone want to do the command? I swear some of you have never played on the default version of the game. I have never used a skin. You show me the transfers that have in this window. I will once the window is done. Don't want a 34-year-old. Apparently we don't have a skin command. Mods, what's happened there? We used to have one. Well, anyway, I don't use a skin. It's just the default game. Andreas Gutsulos. Greek goalkeeper. With lots of potential. Yeah, we'll take him. I removed it as it was very snarky, was it? That does sound like me. Sounds like some of those mods. Those mods are bumheads, some of them. Proper bumheads. Right. We've got to play a match on deadline day. The only mod in chat is Stream Elements. Well, you better all behave then. Or there'll be trouble. I didn't notice when you play a game on deadline day, all of the buttons, even in match, become yellow and black. Seems a little bit over the top. And it also seems odd that we've got a game on deadline day. I just want to put the league table up on there. Every time I try and switch to the league table, Webby, we get a highlight. I don't mind the highlights if we're scoring them. Good old Webby. Even the kids have gone yellow and black. We're very well behaved. League table. Oh, we're top of the championship right now. Oh, we are top of the league. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. We were top of the league for a minute or two. We were top of the league. We're not top of the league anymore. Oh, that's a weird free kick. Very nearly worked as well. I mean, it was still aimed at Guzman, so it wasn't that weird. Afternoon, Senor Chapman. See, I'd like to be addressed appropriately. Do I look Spanish to you, though? My girlfriend's very excited for the Disney vlog this evening. Excellent. I'm excited for you all to see it. I watched it this morning. It's pretty good. It's the most brutal Chris has ever had to be with an edit, because I think he had about an hour's worth of footage from that day and has got it down to a nice tight 25 minutes. When he sent me the original screenshot showing a 54-minute video, I was like, no. No, 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 no. Right, come on. Let's have a goal just before half-time to put us back to the top of the league. We'd like that. We'd like to go in at half-time top of the championship. Oh, that's what we signed now or for. What a crunching midfield player he is. There are several odd comments left. I mean, I imagine they all originally had a purpose. You can talk about Chelsea, just don't get political. I don't even know where some of these come from. I certainly didn't. I mean, I do know where they come from. The mods do them. I do wonder why some of them are necessary. I mean, the pab one makes sense. The home one makes sense. A lot of these make sense. I mean, the idea of the commands is not for people to go through the list and just put them all up on the chat. The idea is if there's something that someone is asking a lot, we have a command for it. Oh, what a goal from Lemoyne. Who made the Smoothman command? Ah, Smoothman's here. Amazing. I imagine Chris probably did that. Or Shady, maybe. Someone who wants to troll Smoothman, I guess. Cool, all you have to do is type his command in and he appears. Shouldn't you be at work, Smoothman? Two minutes of my break left, so I'm going to disappear in a minute. Well, I'm glad you're using your break productively. Is it still like... I'm so glad I don't work on a school schedule anymore. Is it still lunchtime at nearly 2 o'clock? Oh, I have my lunch 12 o'clock on the dot every day these days. Don't vary from it. 12 o'clock lunchtime. I have a real job to go to. I mean, that seems more your fault than mine. Right. Let's shuffle everybody around a little bit. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. We'd like a winner here. We don't really have a match winner on the bench. Let's get the new boy in there again. Come on then. Let's have a winner. Encourage. Bye-bye, Smoothman. We can all start talking about him again in a minute. Gotta go and hang out with a bunch of kids again. We would really like a winner because it would put us back to the top of the league again. I don't know what Derby are doing. Derby are winning, so it wouldn't put us to the top of the league anymore. They weren't winning when I started that sentence. The jack thing. Let's try and cheese it. Cheese it with a jack cheat. Oh, it doesn't work. I don't know how you do it. I think I'm timing it wrong. Good work coming. The select all command is when you go to the director of football screen. That's offside. When you're getting director of football player recommendations, and there's always someone, when you get the player recommendations and you go through offering them a trial one after the other, there's always some smarty pants who says, Kev, you can select all. Well, no, you can't. Because if you could, don't you think I would? Can't select. You can select all on that screen, but once you've selected all, you can't then offer all a trial. You still have to do it individually. There's always a smarty pants. Right, a little bit disappointed with that result. The fact that we're now disappointed with drawing away against West Brom shows how far we've come. But we have just spent a lot of money on a player, so we don't care about how far we've come. Premier League, that's where we're going. That's all we care about. It did used to work like 4 or 5 years ago, but it hasn't happened for a long time. Multiple FMs. You've not been able to do that. You can send them to Scout and then select from there and try. Yeah, but that's not what people are suggesting you do. And that's just as long-winded as just offering a few trials. Sure, I did that all the time on FM19. I don't think you did. I don't think it's been that recent. Although I guess that's 4 games ago now, so maybe that was the last time you could do it. His work permit decision isn't even going to be made until the window's shut. So we're not going to have the option to bring him in now. Which kind of defeats the purpose of bringing him in at all. I don't think we're selling anybody today, are we? Oh, we didn't even get this guy through. What? Well, can we try again now the window's closed? because he's still 5-star potential. He wasn't going to play this season. Let's still try and bring him in. We're up to 10th on the wage expenditure now. We're running out of excuses for not getting promoted now. That was always my favourite one, but we're gradually, slowly but surely, starting to spend more and more money on salary. We're starting to do big transfers as well. We're a proper championship club these days. My excuse bank is running low. What is these 2 transfers that are going on? We've got multiple offers for Godwin. Now the window is closed. Why? And they're low offers as well. Why would we want to sell Godwin? Right, Birmingham, who are bottom of the league, coming up next. And then we just need to slot in a little Howkin and Flint Mountain game in here against one of the Coventry teams. Let's have a look. Coventry Sphinx, Coventry Copsewood. They're going to get it! Just for fitness reasons, of course. While we're away on international... Well, a few of the boys are away on international duty. Timmy Ozan, name in the game, has just won Championship Player of the Month. There we go. Or Young Player of the Month. Probably worth a scout. Start collecting up some of the name in the game, folks. Did that just say Napoli spent more than anybody in that transfer window? That wasn't a huge amount, so I guess that's acceptable. That's absurd. Brighton, in our division, the 5th highest spenders in world football in January, spending £49 million. This is the team we're directly competing with for promotion. Mental. They've signed a 30-year-old Argentinian from Everton for £16.5 million. They have lost their minds. This guy from Championship rivals Bournemouth for £17.5 million. Awful. Can I really trust you? The game rate's higher in the Championship after it looked at Cashman favourably. It just called him the signing of the season, which I guess he came in on a free transfer, started every game for a team that nearly got promoted. It's when you look purely on the criteria of how good a signing he was, it's hard to argue that he was probably the Championship signing of the season, just on a value for money basis. It never actually said he was good. Saramari, I offered you out. No one wanted you. I think I'm the sort of player who'd easily... I mean, I offered you out! There's too much water under the bridge. We're having a fallout. After all these years, after 13 years, Saramari Theodros is trying to lose his knighthood. He's going to request a transfer. He's going to go a year before his testimonial. And it's very, very sad. But he's just not up to it. He's not going to be a Premier League player. So we're building for the Premier League. And Theodros has been brilliant, but he's not going to be Premier League. Especially not at 29 years old. Basically a pensioner. I'm only keeping him around to try and get him his big payday. I'm such a gentleman. And for him to treat me like that, I am tempted to strip him of his knighthood. This is why you don't knight players this early in the save. I'm a little bit heartbroken. Right. This seems like an acceptable lineup. Birmingham, who are rock bottom of the league, in our local derby game. We wanted Theodros in the Champions League. Well, we're not going to get to the Champions League quick enough for that to happen, I'm afraid. Blame all those years spent in the conference. Very close. Very, very close. If we don't win this, we start to drift behind Derby again, who seem to be accumulating some points again after a little bit of a wobble of their own. And we know Brighton have spent all that money, so we do kind of need to win matches like this to stay in touch. Birmingham, rock bottom of the Championship. Why have we got whatever league that is on there as our thing? Kadrich! Beautiful stuff. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Wasn't even looking. He was looking over here. I think he's staring at me as he runs up to take that. Right, let's just fix this. Beautiful work. Kadrich is starting to turn into the player we thought we were getting. As he's learning English, he is becoming more and more important, which is excellent. There he is again. So he's got a goal and an assist today. Being 6'8" is really useful. And we're 2-0 up over our local rivals in front of what is presumably a packed out Solihull ground that I still haven't learnt the name of. Named after some Solihull man. But we do leapfrog over Brighton as things stand. Brighton have had a missed penalty against Swansea, but it's still 0-0. So this puts us above them into an automatic promotion spot if their game ends 0-0. Which would, I'd like it if it did, please and thank you. Did I see Ben's poll about attributes? I did. I voted in it. Physical is obviously the only correct answer. Physical attributes are all that matter. I think we've proven that time and time again. I mean, it does vary a little bit according to position, but like if you're a striker, particularly if you're a striker or a fullback, or a striker or a defender of any kind, all that really matters is physical attributes. But I did agree with the person who said, I wish they'd take attributes out altogether. I think that's the next big evolution of the game. They did it with condition and all that kind of stuff, and people moaned, but it certainly made the game more realistic. Now you don't know that someone is 72% fit. I think that's a big improvement, actually. So I think you need to do it with attributes as well. You can keep the little polygon. You can make it clear that someone is good aerially or someone is quick with the little polygon and the scout report combined, but you don't need a number. It seems silly that we've come 25 years later in the game franchise. You can still, at the glance at a player profile, tell the difference between someone whose pace is 14 and someone whose pace is 13. It's such a weird thing that breaks realism. Aaron is the proof that all you need is physical. Absolutely. And he's not the only one. We've had lots of players like that over the years who are just physical beasts. I mean, even Guzman. He's been one of the top players in the championship this year. And yeah, he's got a few of these other attributes as well that are not too bad, but his dominant attributes are all physical. He's a 6'6" physical specimen, and he's one of the best players in the championship because of it. Oh, we are running out of players. But you turn attribute masking on. I always have attribute masking on. But even then, I can look at two of my own players and see which one has got that extra 1 point for jumping reach, which is silly. it should be. I don't need to necessarily know that one guy is a minuscule amount better at jumping than another guy. I want to know they're both pretty good in the air, and that's enough information. I think the polygon is the most useful as it tells you style of play to an extent, much easier than attributes. Yeah, I agree. Orion, thank you very much for 4 months. But at the moment, I can't play with attributes off completely, which I know you can hide them in the user interface. It's really simple to hide them. You can literally just change this to, I don't know, you can put your polygon there and then make this the biography, for example. And now attributes are hidden, which I'd be quite comfortable, quite happy playing the game like this. My YouTube comments every day would be an absolute nightmare. So I don't play like that because, oh my word, the comments would be hideous. So that's why I think FM should just make the decision for us all and just take them away. Only time you really look at the numbers is to see players' progression. I don't even really do that. I look at the star rating. I mean, I'll occasionally have a glance at them. Like if I'm deciding who's going to be on the near post at corners, I choose the guy with the best jumping reach. I did a save that focused on it. That'd be fine. Yeah, for one save it would be fine, but I wouldn't necessarily want to make it the thing of the save because from my point of view, I wouldn't play the game any differently. So it might look like a gimmick to everyone else looking in. It would make no difference to how I played the game if I just hid them. So it wouldn't be enough of a center of attention for it. Right, looks like Brighton and Derby both winning again. There's a little breakaway group of 3 clubs at the top here. Worryingly, Brighton do have a game in hand as well. Do we play either of these as part of this run-in? We played Derby there. That is a huge game. We must go there and win. Oh, he's a exceptionally haired man. What an excellent hair and beard combination and colour combination that man has. Just signed a 16-year-old left back. The numbers looked amazing. Then I realised he was only 5'1" and I wanted to cry. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. Because if he's 5'1" with 10 for his jumping reach, his height's irrelevant. Just like Kadrich's height's irrelevant. It's fun to have a 6'8" striker, but actually what matters is the jumping reach. Right, do we want to bring this guy in? I guess he's got decent potential. If he's coming in as a backup for quite cheap, we may as well. How's the weather today? It was a little bit overcast. I had to go out and buy some fish fingers this morning. It's not too bad. It's a little overcast. It's a little chilly. I went out in public in my Crocs for the first time. Is they're sexy, sexy shoes. That was pleasant. There's my posture check. I've basically not taken these Crocs off since they arrived, apart from to sleep. And even then, I sleep with them next to the bed and put them on immediately when I wake up. I love these shoes. It's going to be... My feet are not going to be happy when I have to put a real pair of shoes on Friday to drive to London. But I don't think I'm quite at the stage where I'm going to do Comic-Con in Crocs yet. Although they'll definitely be coming with me for mooching around the hotel in the evening. Leamington chairperson rubbishes talks of internal takeover. Well, if they're going to do a takeover, now is the time. So that we don't get a transfer embargo in the summer. So if they could crack on with that, that would be super. Southgate has picked no left backs. That's silly, isn't it? Oh, I believe Anna's visiting. I can mute for a minute. You lot can't hear this, it's private. Sorted. Grown-up things. None of your business. Do I think non-league football will be in FIFA 23? I don't really care. I don't play FIFA to play with bad players. I've not played career mode on FIFA for 15 years, probably. So yeah, it doesn't really matter. Right, let's go and beat Coventry. One of the Coventrys. Let's have a look at this England squad then. England squad. See how many of them I've heard of. See how many of them I'd recognise if I ran into them in the street. So, I would recognise Jordan Pickford. I would not recognise Nick Pope. I would recognise Aaron Ramsdale. This is how you decide if it's a good squad or not. I do know what Trent looks like. I don't know what Connor Cody looks like. I don't even know how to say his name. Never heard of him. I do know what Reece James looks like. I don't know what James Justin looks like. I do know what Harry Maguire and John Stones looks like. I don't know what Fikayo Tomori looks like. I do know what Kieran Trippier looks like, and Kyle Walker and Ben White. Next. I do know what Bellingham looks like. I don't know what Gallagher looks like. I do know what Mount looks like, and Phillips and Rice. I don't know what Ward-Prowse looks like. I do know what Tammy Abraham looks like. I don't know what Bowen looks like. I do know what Foden looks like, and Grealish, and Kane, and Saka, and Sterling. So on the whole, I think I'm familiar with more of them than not. How is Maguire still getting called up? Because he's always England's best defender. It doesn't really matter how he plays for Manchester United. He is always England's best centre-back. We really missed him at the Euros early on. Mings must feel hard done by. Or perhaps he's just realistic and knows that last summer at the Euros, it was clear he wasn't good enough to play international football. There's no point persisting with him. No Ivan Toney. Very sad. I would have Mings over Maguire. Well, you didn't watch the Euros last summer then, did you? I mean, England got infinitely better when that exact change was made, when Maguire came in for Mings, we looked like a different side. What do you reckon? Should Tony make a next step? Yeah, because then Posh get loads of money for him. Hopefully he goes back to Newcastle for mega money. Base it on their performance this year and not what they've previously done for England. What a weird thing to base England selection on. That makes no defense. That makes no sense at all. So someone who consistently is one of the top performers in an England team under this manager, playing this manager's style, you want to not even select him for the squad because in a different team playing a different style, he's not very good. What a load of nonsense. Blackbeard, thank you very much for the prime. It's that kind of weird thinking that caused England's golden generation to never win anything, because everyone was trying to cram Gerrard and Lampard and Scholes and Beckham all into the same midfield. And it's like, well, that's dumb. Don't do that. Just because they play well for their clubs doesn't mean they should all be starting for England or even all be in the squad. You should pick the best England team based on how players play for England and how they play in the system the England manager wants to play. Exact same argument can be made for Pickford after a season for Everton, yet he always turns up for England. Yeah, exactly. Until a player, I mean, you should be judging England players based on how they play for England. You add new players into that mix based on how they play for their clubs, get them into the squad, get them training with the squad, see how you feel about them. But you don't select the England team based on how players have played for other people. That's bonkers. By that logic, we should still be picking Lingard for the England team. If Southgate decides he wants Lingard, then pick Lingard. I mean, it's not as if he's consistently used him. But yeah, managers should pick the players that they want to use, not the ones that play well for other managers. Maguire's more protected in England, so looks much better. Yeah, I mean, that might be part of it. Playing for England with Phillips and Rice in front of him, as opposed to playing for Manchester United with no one in front of him, allows Maguire to then do the stuff that Maguire's good at doing. He's that link between the defence and the midfield. He can step out of defence a little bit that the other England defenders don't really do. And he's a big aerial threat from set pieces. Adwin, thank you for the gifted sub. It's almost as if United's system is a major issue. Yeah, exactly. Remember, this is the guy United spent, what, £80 million on? Based on how he played for England and Leicester. He's not become a bad player after that. He just doesn't fit into Manchester United's system, which is true of a lot of Man United players. Basically, unless you're Cristiano Ronaldo and have had the system built around you, you don't look good in that Man United system. Because the whole purpose of Man United's system is get the ball to Ronaldo and make him look good. And don't worry about results or anybody else. How people question Southgate after what he's done for England in the last few years. Yeah, exactly. Say what you will about Gareth Southgate, he's clearly a very good England manager. Arguably one of the best we've ever had. I did purchase more 7-Up. Tesco delivery came last night. But what's he won? Exactly the same as all but one other England managers is what he's won. That's not how you judge if someone's good. Oh, if they haven't won any trophies, they're not any good. He's got to the semi-final of the World Cup and the final of the Euros in back-to-back tournaments. No other England manager has ever done that. Don't celebrate silver medals with a team like England's. What, a team that's maybe 5th best when it comes to players? Oh, you lot are crazy sometimes. Really crazy. This isn't even the best England. This isn't the best group of England players this century. That group from 10 or 15 years ago was a much better group of players than this one. You just have to look at the strength in depth this England team has, i.e. there isn't really any. And it shows just how well Southgate performs in the job. So at least 8 teams in the same category as England be happy with silver. Yeah, definitely. There's loads of strength in depth. There isn't. Show me the strength in depth. When someone like Tyrone Mings is getting selected for the England squad, you're not going to convince me of the strength in depth. There you go. Adwin's hit the nail on the head. He's worked wonders with this group of players. Lots of countries boast better squads. Exactly. You go through France's squad player for player with England's squad, and it's on a different level. Sometimes I sound like a troll, but I'm not trolling here. I'm talking facts. Go through the squads player for player. England had to start Tyrone Mings at the Euros. France have got so many defenders that Laporte had to go and play for Spain. There's levels to this. All right. France is standing out, but there are a lot of countries on the same level as England. So, to summarise, France, we could all agree France have a much better squad. Therefore, there's at least one squad, just the one we've looked at, there's at least one squad better than England's. Therefore, we should be happy with second place. I don't understand why you dislike Mings so much. He's a very good defender. He's not, though, is he? He's just an average championship centre-back. He's nothing special. He's completely interchangeable with dozens of other players. If he was that good, why would he be playing for Aston Villa? Ever watch a Villa game? No. Why would I? I'll watch an England game and see him not be very good. I mean, perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps he'll go and sign for Barcelona this summer. Or Liverpool. Perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps he'll go and play for a big club. But until then, he's just an Aston Villa player. He's not even Villa's best centre-back. Who should be England's number one? Aaron Ramsdale. If you swapped out Mings for Tarkowski, you wouldn't notice the difference. I still remember Tyrone Mings as a left back who couldn't get in the Ipswich team. But what do I know, eh? I'm only KV7 times. Oh, almost pulled all my cables out from underneath the desk. People say Mings is overrated, but I'm yet to hear anybody say anything. See, I don't describe things as overrated. I think that's a very overused term. I just don't think he's international quality. Ramsdale's just Ben Foster, who doesn't own a GoPro. I mean, England have got a problem at goalkeeper. Another example of how this isn't a particularly great England squad. We don't have David Seaman knocking around the place, do we? It's a case of just picking one. There's no real outstanding choice. Pickford has been, yeah, Pickford has been good for England. I wouldn't say immense. He's been fine. I'm not offended if Pickford stays in goal at all. Again, I've not said Pickford. Some of you, oh my word, this is why I don't get involved in football Twitter, because you have to be one extreme or the other. You look up the word nuance and educate yourself in it, boys and girls. I didn't say Pickford is a bad goalkeeper. I just said he's not one of the world's top goalkeepers. He's not David Seaman level, comparing it to a previous England squad. He's fine. I mean, he is. I mean, he's not, though, because again, I'll go back to, if he was as good as some of you lot say he is, why is he playing for Everton? Why is no one beating down Everton's door to get him into the Manchester City team? Oh, we've lost another left back. It's all going wrong. Maguire isn't anywhere near as good as... See, I would say Maguire and John Terry are basically the same person. He just seems like a reincarnation of John Terry. I didn't really rate John Terry. That's terrible. That was upsetting. There you go. We'll take a penalty. Pickford is good, but not elite. Agree. Southgate has produced a good team, unlike the golden generation, which was just good players. Agree. There you go. Redbeard EFM understands. Congratulations. Based on the Premier League website, Mings won 23 tackles all season and only won 65% of his aerial battles. Yikes. Considering he's about 6'15", he should be winning a few more headers than that. John Terry has a nice compilation of tackles because he was not in the correct place. Yeah. Posh had a player like that. Gabby Zakwani, who is a club legend at Posh. I never thought he was even our best defender when he was here, but Posh fans talk about him as if he's the greatest defender in history because he was constantly making these incredible last-ditch tackles. But if you actually watched him, he was having to make the last-ditch tackles all the time because he was always out of position, which is why he was having to make the last-ditch tackles, which is why Gabby Zakwani played for Posh in League One and never left, whereas his defensive partner, Ryan Bennett, went on to play 300 games in the Premier League, or however many he's played, because he was a quality defender. But Posh fans will always tell you Zakwani was the better of the two. Going to manage my local side. Ah, we've got a Spaldingite in. Ryan Bennett was made at Grimsby. He was. Grimsby captain as a teenager before signing for Posh, if I recall. One of many players who we've had off Grimsby over the years. Wasn't Zakwani playing for Dagenham and Redbridge in the National League later on? Potentially. That's what I mean. Posh fans will have you believe that he's the best defender we've ever had, and he just wasn't. He was great at last-ditch tackles. Any defender who's known for their last-ditch tackles probably isn't a very good defender. We're top of the championship at the moment. Channel 5 are bringing back Channel Janica, exactly. Hopefully people will start to be able to say and spell Anna's name correctly now. She won't have to refer to herself as Anna. She can go back to her actual name. Who's my favourite defender ever? I mean, cliche, but Maldini probably. Certainly in my lifetime, there's been no one better than him. I used to be a big Sama fan back in the 90s. I used to like the England combination of Ferdinand and Campbell as well. I think from an England point of view, that combination is the best we've had in my lifetime. If we're talking English defenders, Rio Ferdinand's probably the best one of my lifetime. All right. Let's have a little fiddle, shall we? Get Webby on. Best Premier League centre-back of the Premier League era? Rio Ferdinand. Vidic was better than Ferdinand. Disagree. I didn't see a hydrate come in, but I have just had a drink, so that counts. Vidic and Ferdinand both played their own role. Yeah, they were a good partnership. I'm not disputing Vidic was a good defender, but he wasn't as good as Ferdinand, which is what somebody said. Van Dijk is 10 times the player Carragher was. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah. Carragher was one of those players who was a good Liverpool player, but never really made the step up internationally. This is why we shouldn't talk about football too often. You all get too worked up about it when you're wrong. Oh, it's fun. Oh, what is it with our left backs this year? So we have 3 injuries. Let's go to the medical centre, aka the left back centre, where the season starting first choice guy still out for 2 more months with a broken leg. The guy we signed in August to act as his backup, out for 6 months with damaged cruciate ligaments. The guy we signed in January for £3 million because these two were out long-term injured has now got a twisted ankle and is going to be out for a month. So Sparks has got another month of playing left back and we have no backup. Fantastic. My word. At least we're top of the championship, though. That's nice. That's nice to look at. Can't believe it. Hakeem Adams is a fullback, but he's a right back. Oh, that's no use then, is it? Need to build an ambulance route down the left-hand side. I know. I mean, Sparks needs to be afraid now that he's going to be playing out there again. Can we bring in an emergency left back, please? What a player this guy is. Our midfield muscle. A month for a twisted ankle. Oh, we've talked about this before. I've said I twisted my ankle before and it only hurt for the rest of the afternoon. I've been told apparently it wasn't a twisted ankle. You try to give him position training left side and just use him there for easy matches. What, that youngster? I mean, we'll just play Sparks there. It's fine. As long as he doesn't get injured as well. I mean, my assistant manager thinks his best position is left back. So he'll just play left back again. And he'll be fine. Can't really cross, but as we all know, doesn't really matter. No point bringing in another left back, so they're just going to get hurt. Yeah, exactly. I want to know what... Have we got, like, potholes on that side of the pitch or something? An actual twisted ankle is the muscle slightly tearing. Well, there you go. Now we know. Kadrich has won or been runner-up for Young Player of the Month. His value's shooting up as well. And actually, we've said it's taken him a while to settle, but 15 goal contributions from 22 starts on a 7.39 as a 21-year-old in the country for the first time. If he's still taken a while to settle, he's going to be incredible. He's only got basic English. Oh, I won Manager of the Month. Lovely, lovely stuff. The attributes are a lie. Exactly. We don't care about no attributes. And we're still getting offers for Godwin. Still really low offers for Godwin. Why would we accept any of them? I wonder if I've got a twisted knee then, if that's the definition of a twisted ankle. My knee still hurts. I managed a partial rupture of my Achilles playing cricket and still feel it 12 years later. Yikes. That doesn't make me feel better about my knee. One day I'll go to the doctor, I promise. That day will be like January the 18th or something. That's the next time I've got some spare time. Oh, God. We attribute the injuries to poor training. Well, no, because it's only left backs that are getting injured. So I think we just attribute it to bad luck. We only have 3 injuries in the squad, but all 3 of them are left backs. So it's not that there's an injury problem. It's just we're not getting any luck with that particular position. And they're the ones who keep getting injured. But let's remember, Sparks played probably 20 games at left back before a new guy came in January and is on a 7.37. He's having the season of his life and he's played most of those matches at left back. It's only since the new left backs come in that he's moved back to centre back. Before then, he was just playing left back the whole time. So it'll be fine. Remarkable depth in the squad that your 4th choice left back is doing brilliantly. I mean, he's our 1st choice centre back who happens to be able to play left back. But yeah, we've got that strength because the injuries started happening. We signed Hartley Ward because Turgay got injured. We signed Veraccia because Hartley Ward got injured. Sparks was already here. At the start of the season, Turgay was our 1st choice and Sparks was the emergency backup. And then circumstances have meant we've needed to sign several more. We're going to have loads of left backs in the summer. We're going to have to sell 2 of them. Should be an option to use the Kev points for medical treatment instead. For example, checking if you're what if we've got Hartley Ward in, he can give himself medical treatment. And we are 1-0 up. Sounds a bit like the story where the woman swallowed a spider to catch a fly. Yeah, exactly. We're going to end... ultimately, this story ends with us signing Stuart Pearce. Probably. Posture check. There we go. Lovely goal from Jarvis. Jarvis is getting better and better. We always knew he was a bit special when he arrived. But he is getting better and better. And we're still top of the league. Come on, boys. We need Birmingham and... Brighton and Derby to drop points. In fact, Birmingham are 1-0 up over Derby. Rock bottom Birmingham currently beating Derby in Derby. Meanwhile, in Brighton... Not sure what's going on. Oh, we've just hit the post. That Derby... Derby have already equalised. That's not ideal. Brighton, I can't see where Brighton are. What are Brighton doing? Are they maybe not playing? No idea what's going on in Brighton. They might have already played. None of these are Brighton. Where are they? Come on, Sparksy, you true left back. Look at him go. He's a proper wing back. We signed this guy as a centre back and look at him go. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, Cadrich makes the cross look good. It was a really poor cross. Just kind of sticks it up in the air in the middle of the area, waiting for the tall guy to get there. Yeah, 46 games in a championship season. My manager guy argues with the other manager all the time. I think Touchline Kev is a bit of a thug. We'll find out for ourselves at the Content Creators Cup in about a month's time. Am I going to be a thug? I need to get a suit sorted for that. I think I'm probably going to go suit on the top, half shorts on the bottom. Proper LOLLUJO style. Might wear my Crocs as well, because they're so comfortable. Got to wear my full managerial get-up. Do I take the crown, though? What season are we in? I don't know, 13, 14 seasons in, I think. It's been a while. When everyone's fully fit, we're going to play the Special K. That's a brilliant idea. See how it looks before we play it in the charity game. Oh, coming. Lovely work. Right. Can we just win this football match, please? Take the crown for the winners platform. Absolutely. I assume I'm getting a medal. Right, what's going on between Derby and Birmingham? Still 1-1 there. This is good. Oh, this is... Oh, they've scored. They're level with us again. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We don't need to win the league. We just need to get promoted. So if Brighton have dropped points already today, I don't know why I'm even hovering Sparks. The option for him to come off is not there. He's going to have to play all of every match until we get another left back. The return of Godwin. Get Webby on as well. Who I know is going to be on my team. There's been a few more players announced, I think. We still don't have a goalkeeper, but I'm still waiting for all the player announcements. I only know the public announcements. Is there a huge difference in prize money between finishing top over the other automatic places? I don't think so. And even if there is, it doesn't really matter. Premier League money is Premier League money. It's more money than we'll have ever seen. Regardless, it doesn't really matter if we get one enormous pile of cash or a different enormous pile of cash. Yes, the new left back is already injured. Ben Foster's a YouTuber. Can't you get him? Well, I'm not selecting who's involved. I'm just managing the team on the day. That would be a great option for us. Imagine Team TikTok won't know what's hit them if we have Ben Foster in goal. Got Morgs on my team. I don't know what a Morgs is. Can he play left back? Juan Mata has a YouTube channel. Interesting. Let's start putting together a real team. Ryan Taffazoli does YouTube as well now. Good, it's me. Talk about posh defenders who were only known for their last-ditch tackles because he wasn't very good. Who am I managing? I'm managing the Team YouTube at the Content Creators Cup. Not to be confused with this England squad. I'm not managing England. I'm managing this bunch of players. I'll turn this into a team. Obviously, I'm not playing. I'm too good to play. That's why I'm the manager. I'm the best player of all of them. I don't know. I mean, you could show me a screen like that and I'd be like, yeah, I don't know who any of those people are, which I assume most of you who are my age are thinking the same thing. I'm not going to click on all their names, though. The young ones in the chat will educate us as to who some of these people are. Yeah, I'm turning that into a team of winners. Apparently Neymar has a YouTube channel. Great. This Chris MD guy, I don't know which one he is. Let's see if I can pick out which one he is. It must be him, right? Because the reason I know who he is that him? Yeah. The reason I know who that is because that video of Andy that got like 4 million views, his back to school meltdown video, the reason that got so many views is because everyone thought it was Chris MD. The amount of comments I would get every day, is this Chris MD, based on the thumbnail. So I just had to pick the one that looks most like 11-year-old Andy. And yeah, that would be him. So yeah, I've got him to thank for that video that got 4 million views. I'll have to tell him. Thanks, Chris. Sharky is my best player. Which one's Sharky? I don't. None of them looks like a shark. Top right. What? This guy? Sharky, 6'1". Oh, he's playing centre back. There's not many in that team above 6 foot. How much revenue is a 4 million views video? Quite a lot if it is monetized. But if it's a video of an autistic child having a meltdown, believe it or not, that doesn't get monetized, so very little. So yeah, I'm afraid he didn't make me a lot of money. He did get me a lot of subscribers though, because that did grow the channel quite a lot. Danny Aarons is a great centre back. Which one is Danny Aarons? That's him, isn't it? Is that him? Yeah. Thinks he's a forward. Only 5'10". No, he ain't playing centre back. 5'10" smells a lot like a right back to me. It'll be fine. I'm sure on the day they'll all completely ignore me and do whatever they were going to do anyway. While I just stand there on the touchline, gurning to a camera, trying to make myself look like a manager. How did people think Andy was Chris MD? Because people are thick. Let me see if the thumbnail, the video doesn't exist anymore, but let's see if the thumbnail is still out there. Yeah, that thumbnail. People would come into the comments and say, is that Chris MD? Let's try and put the two of them next to each other. I mean, I can sort of see it. I can sort of see that, I think. I mean, it doesn't really matter if we see it. Several million people did. Do I get any time to see them play before I pick the team? No. I mean, I'll level with you. Fairly confident I'm manager in name only, and I don't think I'm going to be picking the team. And I don't think I'm going to be deciding where they play. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to be stood there on the touchline wearing a suit, looking like a manager. But we'll see. Maybe they will do as they're told. Isn't that Marino? What Marino does anyway? I'm obviously going to wear a suit. I'm not going to wear a tracksuit. I'm not in a gang. What's the over-under for number of times you shout "do a footballer, show some passion"? Well, I can only shout it once every 10 minutes, can't I? So basically, I'll set a 10-minute timer on my watch, and every 10 minutes, I'll just yell, I'll yell more or encourage, depending on which one I'm doing. Probably won't bother with it in the first half either, unless we go behind. Like in this situation, I am going to demand more. But now I can't do it again for another 10 minutes. Why are we losing to a team that are rubbish? I don't understand. QPR are down in the relegation battle. What's going on here? Team TikTok has a 17-year-old manager. Well, maybe I'll... What can 18-year-olds do? Over 18s do at 17. I could challenge him to a drinking contest, but I don't drink, so that's no good. I could challenge him to a race in a car. I could challenge him to voting in the general election. Yeah, I am assuming Team TikTok are going to be like the under-9s. So we shouldn't... It doesn't really matter what system we play and who we play in it. I'd like to think a group of adult men could beat a bunch of primary school kids. So we should be fine regardless. Have I got a formation in mind? Yeah, 4-2-3-1 Gegenpress. And then I'm just going to quick pick. Oh, come on, Brooksy. Here you go. We're in. We're in. How is that not a goal? What's going on? I think their manager's a player manager anyway. So I'll be the only one on the touchline yelling. I think they've missed a trick not having Tom FM as the TikTok manager. He's done TikToks, hasn't he? Tom should be manager of Team TikTok. And then I'd be absolutely guaranteed a victory. Right, come on, chaps. We do need to get back into this game. Have I done TikToks? I have done TikToks. Just not very many. I don't really get it as a platform. We're not getting assistant manager. I mean, I guess I could take an assistant manager. Might take Tom as my assistant manager. Come on. Let's get back into this, gentlemen. I might bring a generic goalkeeper A. I might have to, because at the moment there is no goalkeeper in the squad. Oh, here we go. We're getting back into this now. Look at this lovely football. Oh, that's a goal. Cadric should just turn and point at the person in the chat who's just said, you're 2-0 down, just go all out attack. No. Keep doing what you're doing. This is lovely football. Now we're going to keep attacking. We want to win this match. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Cadric is everywhere. We didn't need to sign Webb. Cadric is the man. This is the strike partnership I planned before the season. And then Webb scored all those goals and I got excited. I spent 13 million on him and now he's not even in the team. I feel like maybe some mistakes have been made here. But I won't acknowledge them, so it's fine. There you go. Webby can come on in midfield. We're top of the league, but if we could find a winner, we go clear at the top of the league, which would be a very nice situation to be in. I really wish I'd sorted out the standing camera because my bum hurts again. Apparently, I can't sit down for 3 hours now. That was one of my greatest skills, being able to sit down for a long period of time, and I've blown it. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, get the ball off him. Up the other end. Do a football goal. Take Bird. That's a great idea. I will take Bird. Bird loves a day out. I might take Obafemi as well. I'll take all my props. I'll get there early and set my desk up in the dugout. Oh. Oh. I mean, I could post a website for Clash of Creators, but as that's not the one I'm managing in, it seems a little counterproductive. You want the Content Creators Cup, I think it's called. Yeah, the Content Creators Cup. Come on, boys. We got ourselves back into the game, and now we've thrown it all away. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. At least Derby are losing as well. Can we have a traffic port? Not in the middle of the game, no. I'm a little busy at the moment. I'm trying to win promotion to the Premier League. Come on, gentlemen. When was the last time Derby were in the Premier League? Last season. They got relegated. Oh, it's a lovely cross. Murtha's in. Cadric! Oh, ho, ho, ho. He is coming good in the second half of this season, boys and girls. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Now we'll take the winner, please. Am I finishing the season today? Probably not, looking at how many games we've got left and the time. I hoped to. If we don't get it done today, it'll be tomorrow. But we're finishing at 4 o'clock as usual because Non-League to Legend... Non-League to Legend is finished. Tour is out at 4 o'clock. No wonder no one watches. I can't even remember what it's called myself. Oh. Tour at 4. That's brilliant. Yeah, we're streaming 4 days in a row this week. We're doing Leamington Monday to Wednesday. And then we've got their network game on Thursday. I mean, at the start of every week, well, let's say when a fresh week appears in my diary, the plan is always to stream every day. And then streams disappear as other stuff takes its place in the diary, like hospital appointments or meetings with Andy's social workers or parents' evenings, or just stuff. Stuff starts to appear to push it out of the diary. But the intention every week is that I stream every weekday, Monday to Friday. I don't remember the last time I did it, but that is always what I'm aiming for. This week, if it wasn't for Comic-Con on Friday, we would do it this week because I've got nothing on. Apart from Comic-Con, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so we can't stream Friday. Yeah, this is the closest we've got to a full week in a long time. Oh, I nearly accidentally accepted. Oh, I pressed the button half down and then had to move it. That would have been disastrous, selling Godwin. Yes, this is an Adam Cole t-shirt. Any classic wrestling tops you wish you'd picked up in the past? Not really. I mean, the real classic ones you can still buy now. Like you can get an NWO shirt, you can get an Austin 316 shirt. I don't think there's any like really well-known shirts. Like I had several Bullet Club shirts. So yeah, I think I've got all of the really iconic ones. I'm 9 years older than any of the other people at the Content Creators Cup. Feel old yet? Not really. I'm the manager. They're the players. I'm supposed to be older than them. I'm still only I'm young for a manager at 39. I can take that. Anyone remember the glorious 13 stream days in a row earlier in the year? Yeah, I mean, when FM23 comes out, expect stuff like that to happen again. Because when all you have to do is turn the stream on and 1,000 people turn up, it's really easy to find time for it in the day. But then you get to this time of year and you have to catch up with all the stuff you didn't do then. I mean, I expect... Oh, right, I'm standing up anyway. My bum really aches. I expect once we get into FM23 territory, my schedule will get a lot more consistent, because the reason it's been such a mess at the moment, I'm trying to sort this camera. The reason it's been such a mess lately, oh, I see what's wrong. I've taken the SD card out of it. Oh, now where did I put that? We might be solving this problem. Where's my camera bag? I took the SD card to France. I am still here. Right, SD card. Microphone is right in my armpit at the moment, I'm afraid. Let's move that. I can't reach the camera. How did I get this out? I need to stand on a box. Which way in does it go? I can't reach it. There we go, it's in. Now does the camera come on? Still not going to come on, is it? No. So now my SD card's stuck over there. I can't reach it to get it out again. And the camera's still... I think there's a power supply issue. Ridiculous. Well, I guess that's going back down then. I'm not amused. Where's my chair? Use the overhead camera. That's not a bad shout. What, having a look at me from above? Right, where were we? After that little interlude. I don't think that was all a performance. The camera's never here. Yeah, it just gave me a way to stand up. There is no second camera. It was never real. Get the egg cushion. The egg cushion is permanently under my butthole. Don't worry. We can check for bald spots. There's no bald spots. I ain't going bald. Oh, Veracci is fit again. My dad was bald before he was 30. If I was going bald, it would have happened by now. Back when I used to visit a barber, he would always say, yeah, you're never going bald. Your hair's too lovely and thick. I have to use those special thinning scissors, which is why it looks... I've got a little bit over the top just there by the looks of it with the thinning scissors. I've been blessed with the hair, exactly. I mean, it is all starting to go grey. So I guess that's the thing. As men get older, one or two things is going to happen unless science intervenes. You're either going to lose your hair or you're going to keep it and it's going to go grey. And I'm definitely getting the grey in the beard. I've got bits of grey at the sides here, which you can't see because I've lopped them off. On the top, we've not got any grey yet, so we're doing all right up there. But yeah, the beard is definitely going grey. Generally speaking, more of a hairy man. Not really. My chest isn't that hairy. Look, there's a few tufts. I'm not very hairy though. I've not got like hairy shoulders or hairy arms or anything. Or hair. I'm not particularly hairy apart from the Adam's apple up. And it grows everywhere. It grows all. If I left my beard unattended, it would grow all the way. I'd basically have a completely hairy face and just eye holes peeping out because my eyebrows would just cover the whole of my face. And my beard would come up here. It all has to be shaped. I'm one of the unlucky ones going grey and losing it altogether. I'd just shave it off then in that case. If you're losing it and it's going grey, just shave it off. I've always said to Anna, if I do start to recede on top, it's going this long all over. I ain't messing around with bald patches or receding hairline. It's just all coming off. I hate having hair. It's a load of faff every morning. Every morning, having to get in the shower and wash all the previous day's product out and then put the new day's product in and make myself look this sexy. It's a lot of hassle. Because I've got a strange shaped head, shaving it would look weird, and also leaving it to just do its own devices would look weird because it tufts out in random directions. Exactly why my wife shaved my head last night. Shaved head with a beard looks silly. It doesn't. It looks awesome. It's the Triple H look. Triple H looks awesome. For a man in his early 50s, that's what every 50-something-year-old man should aspire to look like. The Triple H look. That is a great look. Shaved head with no facial hair. You just look like a ping pong ball. We're losing again here in the Lay Ray Derby. We're bottling it. We're top of the league and bottling it. Our persona to be a hat guy. No, I don't trust hat guys. It's weird. Wearing a hat indoors, it's a bit creepy. Is this the start of the yearly Leamington slip-up? It seems that way, doesn't it? 2-0 down and missing a penalty. But Cadrich is there. Cadrich wants to play in the Premier League. Way too scared to shave the hair off. Just do it, Chris. Doesn't take long to grow back, surely. Well, if it does, it probably should have been shaved off in the first place. When did I start the stream? Between 12:30 and 1-ish. When was the last time my chin was exposed? Depends what you mean by exposed. I've only had a full beard for like a proper thick full beard since I stopped being a teacher, or toward maybe my last year of teaching. So that would be like 5 or 6 years. I had stubble for a long time. I've not been completely clean shaven in about 15 years, but I didn't have a beard for a long time. Even some of my early YouTube stuff, I wouldn't class that as a beard. It's more stubble, like thick stubble. What is going on? Oh, let's have another one. Cadrich is there again. Ooh. When I taught, I had to trim mine, but by the end I cared so much less, so the facial hair got a bit rampant. Good. It's only since I became a YouTube sensation that I actually taught myself how to properly groom a beard. And I wish I'd learned this 15, 20 years ago, because I could have looked this good back then with my incredibly shaped and groomed beard. But no, I spent most of my 20s looking like a fat-faced stubble boy or a bushy homeless man. And there was never any in between. Cadrich really wants to play in the Premier League. Do I comb my beard? I use like a wooden comb on it when I'm putting my beard oil in. My beard looks like pubic hair. You've not let it grow long enough, then. Everyone's looks like pubes until they let it grow. Right, we've got two tired boys. Unfortunately, they're two of our best players. Come on, boys. An equaliser now, please. Can't believe we've had to take Cadrich off and we've got a corner. He can't believe he's on a hat-trick and he's been taken off as we've got a corner. He is fuming. If we score anyway. Ho ho! Doddy very nearly. Come on, boys. We need a goal here. We are very much bottling things. Doddy wins the ball back. Come on, lads. Give it to Webby. Let's show why we spent all that money on him that we haven't even spent yet. Oh, Murtha's in. There's the equaliser. Come on. Now let's push for the winner. If we win this, we're going to the Premier League. Brooks does very well there. Then Lemoyne and Webb, everyone combining nicely. Brighton are now top of the league. Where on earth have they come from? What's going on in the Derby game? Come on, lads. Let's have a winner. Oh, no. The wrong lads are going to get the winner. They were all offside there. Every single one of them. But it doesn't matter. Get the ball up. Come on. Give it to Webby. Release Webby. Who's that charging through? Give it to him. He looks full of energy. Come on, boys. Last kick of the game. Dodd across the web. And there's the goal. Oh, come on. We are going to the Premier League. Oh, lovely stuff. That's a football right there. Anna's telling me to stop jumping. I can't. Oh, my word. And we are back to the top of the championship. Oh, it's at times like that when I'm glad my blood pressure medication works. Apparently, Anna can feel me jumping through the floor 2 rooms away. That's the emotion we want in the Pokemon videos. I mean, if anything that exciting ever happens in a Pokemon video, you'll get that kind of emotion. Oh, we have been plugging away at this since November. It means so much. This is more important than real football. Oh. I'm not even watching. I can hear and feel you. Look, Anna, this is important. Oh, the neighbours must be having a lovely time. So, 7 games to go. It's still so tight at the top of the league. Ed Webb with a £13 million goal there, though. I mean, I'm talking about our form being a little bit rough. We've had some late comebacks. But, now we play Derby. Oh. Now we play Derby. This is make or break. We win this match, we're there. Oh, I feel sick. Everyone just needs to compose themselves. We need to go to the clip and climb in training this week. Get some clip and climb in us. It always settles the jitters. Oh. Come on. Come on. I'm ready. Somehow I can see this in the playoffs. Look, if FM is scripted, we go up via the playoffs this year. After so many playoff disappointments in the series, it lets us have the playoffs in the last promotion of the series. That's how we know if it's scripted. Guzman's been called up to the Colombia squad. I feel like that hadn't happened before. He hasn't. Guzman's going to make his Colombia debut. What a season that man's having. When was my last playoff win? A long time ago. We haven't won any on FM22. We didn't win any in Born in the USA. I don't think we won any in Homegrown. Did we go through the playoffs in Non-League to Legend at any point last year? It might be FM20 is the last time I won a playoff. I think it's 15 defeats in a row at this point in the playoffs. It's hideous, basically. So we don't really want the playoffs if that can be avoided. The day we win a playoff, I might actually book an open top bus and just take it to Leamington or whatever team I'm managing at the time. And just be there on my own on an open top bus. Just tell the guy, just drive it around the city for a bit. I'm just going to stand up the top waving my arms around and cheering. Did we have a playoff win with Grantham? I've never managed Grantham. Whoa. Right, I have calmed myself down a little bit for the Derby game. What a big match this is. Surely this is on the telly, right? How is this not on the telly? How did the Swansea game get on TV? How did it get on TV as a 3 o'clock kickoff on a Saturday is probably even more important. But how did it get on TV and this Derby game not deemed television worthy? Oh. If we beat Derby here, we go 7 points clear of third place. With 6 games to go. Oh. Oh. Right. Just check everybody. We don't want any mistakes going into this. That is our team. These are our boys. Compose yourself. It's not even match time. Webby off the bench. Birmingham getting relegated. What a time to be alive. If West Brom can go down with them, we want to be the biggest team in the West Midlands. I guess Wolves are still in the Premier League. Right, why have the wrong team got the football? Look at all these people here. Disgusting. Right, come on, counter-attack. Oh, they're not going to let us have our counter-attacking fun. Oh, of course, Villa still exist as well, don't they? Oh! Doesn't matter. We're getting good at coming from behind. Doesn't matter so far. Only 7 minutes in. Oh, yikes. We won the League One playoffs with Posh in last year's non-league legend. Okay, so that was the last time that I won a playoff. Encourage. All right, come on, boys. Counter-attack. Go, go, go. Kadrich is just running the wrong way. Oh, but he kept hold of the ball beautifully. Oh, it's overhit for Doddy. Oh. We have got a name in the game guy in the Derby team. Let's all just hope he loses. If Mike Williams is here, don't ruin this for us. Let us have this. We have the traffic report yet. Are you just going to keep asking in the middle of important football matches? It seems like a really weird way to try and find out the traffic report. Obviously, I'm not going to do it during this match, am I? Oh, Mirth is in. Onside? Onside. Come on. Come on. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And we will have the traffic report after this game. Don't worry. I enjoy it too. Bin day is tomorrow. And I'm streaming. And potentially promotion to the Premier League. It's the perfect storm. Oh, coming! Oh, the former Derby man. There needs to be some kind of investigation here. Former Derby goalkeeper has just basically pushed that into his own goal. Oh, that's horrible. We are still top of the league as things stand, but Derby only 1 point behind us. So Brighton must be in bottle job territory as well. Right, come on. Come on. Equaliser into Kadrich. Merthyr, I tell you what, he is up for it at the moment. He is rattling in some goals. Ever since we announced a permanent signing of Ed Webb, these two, who were supposed to be my strike partnership all along, have been fantastic. Guzman's been the best defender in the Championship all year, and now he's been called up to Colombia and has decided to start being fancy. Well, I've no... You're great because you're 6'6", not because you can do little fancy turns. Oh, my word. Right, we go attacking. Webby, warm up. We'll be using you early in the second half. Where's my 7-up? Oh, my word. This is too stressful. Come on, boys, do a football. We'll encourage them immediately. Oh, that had to be offside, didn't it? It's not. Cumming is having an absolute nightmare. These last 3 games, we are doing our best to throw it away. I don't know why. Ugh. More! Kadrich is having a poor game today. Might be time for Webby. We'll give Kadrich a little longer. We're demanding more. Oh, no. Surely they're not going to score again. If Cumming had dropped that, he'd be getting substituted. We don't even have a backup goalkeeper. We'd be bringing Odin back from Bournemouth. Oh, what is Guzman doing today? What is going on? Oh, my word. Guzman has been so good all season. And that's his second absolute piece of nonsense in this game. I don't understand. I don't get it. We are still top of the league. Today has not gone to plan. Oh. Those of you saying scripting, I ask you to explain how that would work. We're like 15 seasons into a save. Do you actually think someone is sitting down and written a script for this scenario just to mess with me 15 seasons into a save? Oh my word. Traffic report then. Andy's off school today because his school inexplicably is closed for a training day the Tuesday before half term. So no school bus to worry about. I've actually parked my car out the front because I had to nip out at lunchtime and grab some fish fingers because we'd run out. So my car is in the way of our neighbours parking out the front of our house like they usually do. But what they're going to do? There you go. Oh, so we have now lost top spot. Does that mean Brighton got back into it somehow? So Brighton did win in the end. You're too right. I mean, that's quite a nice headline for Twitter again. That makes it all better. Get that one on Twitter. Right, we need to thump somebody. Who's in line for a thumping? Smethwick, because they've got such a stupid name. Oh, an even worse name, Team Dudley. Imagine being called Team Dudley. I'm pretty sure that's just a fan subsection of Harry Potter, isn't it? Ugh. Can't believe that's just happened. Division, lower leagues. Thanks for being so specific. I don't think we've had the youth intake yet. If we did, I completely disregarded it because we've got bigger fish to fry. No, we've not had it yet. I'm still reeling from that Derby game. But this is what happened last season. We do kind of just fall apart. If you look at last season. Oh, that's this season. Can we look at last season, please? Are you not able to look at? Apparently you can't look at the graph from the previous season. But it looked a lot like that one. We were top for a lot of, not a lot of last season, but for some of last season. Merthyr wants a new contract, which I don't think is an unreasonable request, actually. He has been knocking in the goals lately. I mean, he's got some decent value. I mean, that's quite a decent goal return recently. He was rubbish until then. I bet he's just become fluent in English. Oh, still only basic. Well, then. Let's give him the new contract he deserves. Yeah, I mean, you're not having that much money, you silly goose. What do you think this is? We're not Manchester City. You'll get what we can afford to give you. You're not having any of that nonsense on there either. Get rid of the nonsense. No nonsense here. Well, then you're not having a new contract, are you? We've got Webby. It's fine. When was the last time I actually managed a friendly? 2 days ago. Everyone say bye-bye to Chris. Let's try not to get promoted while he's away. We're doing well so far. Oh, come on, gentlemen. Come along now. Well, at least Guzman's made his Colombia debut. That's where his head was at during the Derby game. Probably got time for like 1 or 2 more matches, maybe more than 2. Who knows? We do need to be done by 4 so you can all go and watch Tour. Tour at 4, as somebody said earlier. I like that. It's Tour o'clock. What time is it? Tour o'clock. It all works. Let's absolutely destroy Team Dudley. Godwin doesn't look like his heart's in this anymore. He's no longer the hero he once was. Other than Tour, what are the other videos today? Well, we had a Leamington video out at 11 on LOLLUJO 2 and a Disney vlog at 5 on T'other channel. Do. Right, hopefully we've just beaten them like 18-0. That's what we need going into these final few matches. I'm never going to recover from Derby. The only way I'm going to recover from that Derby game is if we do end up going up automatically. I cannot do the playoffs at this point. To know we were so close. There you go, 12-0. That'll do. That gets us all in a good mood. I mean, the front 2 did all right in that game, didn't they? So we're in the goals. Let's go and give some to Sheffield Wednesday as well. Oh, I'm so stressed. It feels like it's all slipping away. Cadrich has won Young Player of the Month. Cadrich is getting better and better. I love him. I now love him the way I thought he was going to love him. I thought I was going to love him when we signed him. Oh, come on! Got myself psyched up for this. Sheffield Wednesday are in 6th as well, so they're typical banana skin territory as well. Other than that Derby game, we've not lost in the league since Ipswich in early December. So we recovered well from that defeat. I have no idea what Wawa means. I imagine it's some kind of Sheffield Wednesday thing. Is it another one of those dumb football abbreviations that football fans do? Like when Spurs fans always write COYs. Everyone's getting injured now as well. This is not good. Will you stop making offers for Godwin? We're all Wednesday, aren't we? What a weird thing. Right. I don't think we offer Turgay another loan just yet because we don't know if he's recovering from his injury. However, Connor Weaver definitely needs renewing if we can renew him. They want us to pay 100% of his salary and a mandatory future fee, which I suggest means we're not going to be able to get him because we're not going to be able to agree to the mandatory future fee. So I guess we just have to wait. If we get promoted, we'll buy him. If we get promoted, we'll probably buy them both. I'm not even going to bother trialing them this time. We've exhausted that source of players, I think. And here's the new youth players. There you go. Typically rubbish, as expected. That was our 5-star youth intake we were going to get, apparently. It's a poor intake. Yeah, I mean, that's what we were expecting. Thanks for building it up as a 5-star intake and then giving us a poor one. Oh, I mean, I'm genuinely very surprised. Stupid football manager. Hate football manager. Whose stupid idea was it to make this game a stupid job? Cadrich is struggling to learn English. Learn faster! Only caught the save on YouTube. How are the facilities? Not great. Average and adequate. We haven't really been in a position to spend money on them until very recently. We have started to spend a little bit of money the last season or two. But it's slow progress. Pat on the head for the good boys. Slap on the wrists for bad boys. We're going to beat Sheffield Wednesday here and it'll all be fine. What we need now is like an 8-0 win to really like get us back on the straight and narrow. What we don't need is to lose and fall out the automatic promotion spots with 5 games to go because it's hideously close to what happened last year if that happens. And I can't cope with it again. It's like the conference all over again. We've been through this before. We had 5 years of this in the conference. This is only the 3rd year in the championship. I can't do this 2 more times. I've not got it in me. And financially, I think we'll be crippled by these transfers if we don't go up this year. We'll have to sell significant piles of player. And that then derails everything if we have to do that. So we've kind of backed ourselves into a corner of having to get promoted. Oh, shouldn't have done that, should we? Ah! The championship's top scorer, isn't he? Is he? Actually, I don't think he is. It's all going wrong. It's all going really, really wrong. I'm not enjoying myself anymore. I want to go home. Oh. Derby are losing as well. I think Derby are losing as well. They only care about beating us. They don't care about beating everybody else. Derby have equalised. Brilliant. That'll be us out of the automatic spots then, I guess. Not just yet. We're still there just on goal difference. Come on, boys. Webby. Come on. Between the lot of you, we've got such talent in this team. Somebody do a football. For goodness sake. Right, to the big boys. Oh, it got to a big boy, but he headed it across goal rather than scoring. Ah! It's so sad. Throw the water bottle. No, I'm not a monster. Violence doesn't solve anything. Even if it's violence against water bottles. Mirth has stopped scoring as well now. He's going to have a grumpy on because we didn't give him the money he wanted. He's just on strike now. And Cadrich is shattered, apparently. So we're going to go attacking. We're going to put Webby up front. Dector can come on in midfield. We'll swap those two over. And let's go and win a football match, shall we? Where's that spirit? The 93rd minute goal from Webby. Where's that? That's the spirit we need to show. No more of this being rubbish. We've spent most of the last 5 games behind. The fact we've only lost one of them so far is miraculous. But we do need to win here. Come on, boys. They're standing off us and letting us pick our spots. So let's pick a spot and do a football. I'm going to demand more. More! Right, come on. Cross into the middle. There's men waiting for you. Oh, how does he keep missing? What is happening? His sudden inability to find the back of the net is as inexplicable as Guzman against Derby. Why have our players been nerfed? Look at the match stats. What is going on? I don't understand. The game's just decided. It really does. And I know, I think I know that it's not scripted, but oh my word. Does it feel like I am just, it's just decided we're not going to win anymore. Sandro's coming on. We've overperformed this season, so the game is reeling us back in and making sure we don't get promoted. It happened. This is the 3rd year in a row it's happened. Somehow Derby are still losing. But that just means this is a huge opportunity for us. And we're bottling it. Derby have equalised. They'll probably go on and grab a winner, and we've lost again. Ah! Oh, God. I mean, that was the definition of being FM'd right there. We dominated that. Yes, I was furious. Ah, good. Right. Bournemouth. Another massive game against a promotion rival. As we cling on to the automatic promotion spot. This is probably, looking at the time, probably going to be the last game of the stream. So we'll have the final 4 matches in the playoffs tomorrow. I've resigned myself to the fact that we're not going up. It's just heartbreaking. When it happens every season. We need some of these injured boys back. That'd be a nice boost for us. But I don't suspect we're getting any of them back. Big offers in for Godwin again. Please get lost, other clubs. Please stop doing that constantly. I don't know why you've been doing it all season, but it's really disrupting him and it really upsets me. Just please stop it. Please. Dector wants to go out on loan. Well, you're like 50 years old. That just means you're leaving. Ugh, you're an old man. You're not leaving on loan. You're on the transfer list. I will forget you said anything. You need to forget you said anything as well. Oh. Well. Oh, good. We've got some youth players coming in. They'll make all the difference. It's all hideous. I'm just going to lie down on the floor for the Bournemouth game. Like our defence do. David Roberts wants to go out on loan. Our club captain. Not ideal timing, if I'm honest with you, Dave. Hold on, just need to send down her a text. Just need to shut that window. The lawnmower man is here. Fine, you can go on the loan list because I don't want to upset you because you're probably a team leader. Oh, look at the state of this. Yeah, we can't upset Roberts. All right. Oh, come on. Sort yourselves out, boys. We've got a promotion to win. A win here sets us up very nicely for tomorrow's stream. Defeat, and I'm just going to cry between now and then. I'll be very, very sad. Right. Come on, boys. Come along now. I don't even know if I can watch. I've been through too much this afternoon. Oh. Right. This all appears correct at the moment. I wonder if with Godwin back there, we go back to him being the playmaker and have Dector being box to box like he always used to be. Maybe just that little tweak. Maybe that'll be a difference-making tweak. Right, come on. Here we go. Here we go. Come on. Look how far clear Brighton are. My goodness. 5 points clear at the top. We were top of the league 20 minutes ago. And now Brighton have basically got this wrapped up because everyone else has decided they're not interested. Please don't concede early again. It would be, you know what I'd really like? Even if we end up drawing, I'd love to take the lead in this match. It's been so long. It would just be nice. Let's score the first goal. See what that feels like. Remember, oh my word, Derby are playing Brighton right now, I've just realised. That's a huge game. I don't even know who I want to win. I guess logic says Brighton need to beat Derby there. We give up winning the title, or trying to win the title, for a bit of an advantage in the actual promotion race. That is massive. Derby have got a horrible run in. Right, Webby's in. Oh. Was he? The linesman's waving his flag. It's not been given as offside. Right, come on, chaps. I've got Merthyr on the near post because that's normally where Kadrich stands. Should probably fiddle with that. I'm not going to. I can't bring myself to fiddle with set pieces for a big match. I'm not Zealand. They should take care of it themselves. They're big boys. They know what they're doing. I don't need to tell them where to stand at set pieces. Who do they think I am? The manager. Right, Webby's in. Come on, Webby. Come on, Webby. I was already celebrating because there's no way he's missing that. We just miss every chance now. It's not just one player doing it. All the star men of this season are just crumbling. I don't understand. Right, come on, boys. Now we'll have a goal. Anyone score a goal. Oh, little Kev can't do it. Still 0-0 between Derby and Brighton. Right, corner. We're good at these. Oh, Murphy's taking this one. So Sparks was there on the near post. Much better way round for them two to be. Right, that's fine. We'll let them do that all day long. Right. Come on, gentlemen. They're still not playing that 6'7" defender they stole from me. They are swines. But then, if we'd have got him, we wouldn't have got Guzman. So I think we actually got the better part of the deal. Oh, come on, Merthyr must score. How does it keep happening? I am genuinely stunned at what I've witnessed in the last 30 minutes. I don't understand what has gone. There's no words for it. Oh. I mean, do we go attacking? Or do we just accept the draw? What do we do? Oh, my word. I refuse to accept it's any of the players' fault either. It is the game have decided we've won too many matches and are just holding us back. Because these same players were outstanding for most of the season. But we almost got promoted, so the game said, oh, yeah, okay, hold on then. You're going to miss every chance and make defensive mistakes now. Inexplicably. No reason whatsoever. Nothing will change, so you won't be able to do anything about it. You're just not going to win anymore. And it's going to happen to all your players at the same time. Thanks, Football Manager. Big thank you. Pull the Merthyr contract off. We didn't offer him a contract. We couldn't offer him enough money. I mean, we're supposed to be dominant at set pieces. Right, come on, boys. This is a chance. That's so poor. That is so poor. Yikes. Just yikes. I remember when we were good. Oh, here we go. Yep. It's not even surprising. all I can do is sit here and take it. Yeah, Derby scored as well. It all adds up. All seems about right. Absolutely hideous. Let's get a big boy on. We must score 2 goals in the next 25 minutes. This is make or break for Sandro, who's not had much game time since coming back from international duty in January. I don't care how it went in. It went in. Referee, don't you dare disallow it. It's an own goal. Don't care. We're back in this. Ho, 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 ho. Come on, then. Doesn't matter how it goes in. Come on. Look at the match stats. And this is the thing throughout this run, we've always been the better team in every game. We are the better team. We're just not getting any luck. I might have to pull out Dr. Ben's XG table that he loves so much. I bet we're top of the league on it. Nothing now. So we're just letting Derby go past us. Brilliant. Shall we have a look at the XG table? I'm intrigued. Oh my word. The stress. Oh, this is worse than having a real job. I can't even remember how you do it. Data hub, isn't it? This is just, I don't know why I'm asking. Oh, this is either going to upset me or upset me. Whichever way the outcome is here, I'm going to be upset about what I see. So I don't know why I'm looking. There's nothing this can show me that's going to make me feel better. Can we not? Is it not on there? XG table. There we go. See, it doesn't make me feel better. Oh, God. I don't know why I looked. Because it doesn't make me feel any better. Because I knew that already. Well, 4 games to go tomorrow. At least we'll still win it. We'll win the league tomorrow. Right. We'll be back tomorrow where we will win the league. Or, you know, winning the playoffs will be a phenomenal afternoon. That'd be amazing. You've got Tour coming up in 4 minutes time. So go and have a wee and then head to YouTube and watch Tour. And then at 5 o'clock, you've got a Disney vlog. So loads of entertainment still to come today. And I'll be back tomorrow for another stream where we will finish this season. We will do transfers and hopefully there'll be transfers ready for the Premier League. Thanks for watching, folks. Toodle pip. Bye-bye.